Good series on our hands. Hopefully, Paris versus the Vancouver Titans. And I feel like there's a lot of friendship. Former friendship, hopefully still current friendship, of just...
For the Vancouver Titans is a quick replay to show you just how the Zenyatta gets it done, showing there's still a place in the meta for a more static orb turret.
Transcendence, Graviton, Paris is trying to live with the sound barrier, and they did a good job of that. No one has died yet, but Kari's in the middle of the map at 1 HP. You see Luke Mino attached at the hip as Dove dominates the high ground. 3 kills with the overclock and 4! Oh, he's flying high and he's in love, and Titans are sent away. Overtime into effect in favor of the Titans. Amp Matrix from Skyrip over in the hallway. Kari returns on the Diva, and I think that'll be all she wrote this round. The Titans with a pretty dominant 100-44 star if it wasn't for Paris winning just one fight. Oh, the Titans, and now they can stall this forever. Aspire jumps in the back and starts pressuring Rack Attack. And I think that's Luke Mino who's at the high ground, and he was trying to provide support to Rack Attack, but Aspire and Falls dominate the back line, and they have the point this whole time, so it's a good lead start for them.
Oh, this is a super early engage.
This is so deep, a Nano Diva. This far in, I mean, they're getting kills and 0 punish. And if there were to be some kind of punish or Falso taking too much pressure, then Aztec could walk up with the Transcendence. All these stagger kills are incredible. Dove just EMP'd nobody. So that's throwing in the white flag at this point, I think. There it is, Titans take map 1.
The white flag from the white bird.
Yeah, they really couldn't get more done. The pick on Luke Mino was nice, but you need to do a little bit more.
Really cool note there for Luke Mino window engage. Actually, I had Krawi go around the other side of a statue, so people who tried to LOS the window would be directly in Krawi's line of sight and could not LOS the big charge on Bazaya. Looking for a grab, you'll do.
Just, man, Falls is getting bullied. All the ults are being thrown his way. I'm sure the Pulse too, but Aztec at range is still a threat. That's 2 picks for the attack of Titans. Now the Transcendence is forced out just to help Aztec reposition out of the mini room near the statue.
Opting for the counter-attack here. The overclock going to be used, but no targets yet going to be presenting themselves. A headshot onto Krawi sends him low, scampering into the hotel. I want your cushiest bed and your most fluff pillows, please.
The Titans still fighting their way through this. They know they have respawn advantage, so every pick matters so much more for them, but they only get a kill or 2, and King is really hustling. But it just doesn't seem to be enough. They got a second tick, but they have 30 seconds left to actually cap the whole thing.
Aztec, they use this off the window.
Oh, that's revenge for you. False now just tries to solo grab Krawi. Dove jumps out of the point, and I think Titans might have this, but no, here's the re-engage from Paris. Titans walked away as soon as they saw the Amp Matrix of Luke Mino, and no one was there to touch. You gotta wonder where King was, but it doesn't immediately demect. Maybe still a chance for Paris to salvage this, but because False is still alive, he's bubbling his teammates. Paris have a hard time just finishing off their kills. It seems that once those bubbles are gone, though, False heads away. Paris start their first tick. They got it. Going for the second. Vancouver need to recontest. False will present himself. Aztec is in the back, but he's half health. On their way, though, is King and Aspire. False can't contest. King is on the point. Paris have the second tick. Is anyone else home from the Titans? And it seems like we will have a competitive series on our hands. Paris just equalized. We have a 1-1 game.
Boops coming.
Well, we don't get to see the Maltho Genji too often, but I think he wants really the quick gap close, especially on mid-range maps like this. It's really useful, and so is this Pulse Bomb right on the forehead of Luke Mino. So no Nano for this fight. No mech means no Paris yet, with almost half their time bank gone. And Titans only lose King, so you're really chilling with that.
Yeah, this market area is
force out the Transcendence from Aztec. Skyrip also nanoed False. Once that's out of the way, here's the Maltho play going towards the supports and deflecting the damage right back to its source. That's some good stuff from Paris, and that'll get them the point A cap.
Aztec doesn't care that he's deflecting.
I love this follow-up. Dove can put some initial shots in, and Maltho goes and gets the dash reset and the execution off of them. So it's 5 versus 4, but then the dive from Titans just blows up the backline. Such a good nano from Skyrip on the falls, and he's not even done yet. He's killed 4 people, and Maltho's next on the menu. This is really good from attack around the corner. Duplicate of King goes after the Tracer. One of his better heroes too, the D-Mech on the Cry before the immortality comes out. Missed timing and the Pulse Bomb on top. King is on fire! Titans just have to hold on a little bit more. There's been some trades by Paris, but now the King Nano, just to finish what he started. The anti-nade from Skyrippa, he is also performing extremely well. The Titans will be holding Paris short of B.
It's really
Just either go Zarya or an Orisa, something that can help him approach the back of the point a lot easier. As now the Nano is given to Aztec. Was there maybe Malthul harassing them? I'm not sure. That or you believe in the Aztec frag that much, and Titans at least found some headway here.
Maybe there's a world as well where they just want Aztec to be able to tank a headshot because,
Malthul dive that forces it out. Now Malthul patiently waits for the blade and pops it before the trance is done, thinking Skyrippa was out of range. Doesn't get any kills out of it, but the rest of the team follow up. That's all that matters. And the overclock at range. Another full hold by the Paris Eternal. Are you serious? So much of his matrix for him. And maybe Dub will have an easier time against False. We've seen him like to charge up off the Zarya bubble. He doesn't really care. We saw that in King's Row. And oh, Rack Attack, not the ego peak. I would not want to look Aspire Sojourn in the eye. He does hit those headshots, and he hasn't even stopped. Now Vancouver are back in bot control. Even Paris winning that last. Going right after Falls, but he's used a couple of bubbles, and that got him real charged up, which instantly DMX Krawi. You have False grabbing ghosts. You know, the ghosts.
They're in the walls, Lemon. They're in the walls. Tunnel snakes.
The Titans, though, have a 64-meter lead still, and the kills are coming their way.
All right, the turnaround here should be good, and still no lead gained for Paris Eternal. That is a little bit of a heartbreaker. There's a world there.
They should be winning this fight, and that was a grab.
Oh, Foss a little bit too smart for his own good there. Does grab the barricade so that there's no LOS for the defense matrix to eat it, but it does mean that Krawi is grabbed into permanent cover. And
now you got Rack Attack popping Transcendence to help Malthul with this blade. But he's getting shot at. He already has to deflect and hide. He forgot that there was a health pack there. He tried to find his teammates to no avail. The Titans about to force game 5. Paris have a touch, but the overtime will go away. Rack Attack is behind them. Let's see what he's up to. Not much. Titans forcing game 5.
Bro, why are you tagging me? I ain't even blow. As both of our Genji stand ready to unsheathe their 1,000-folded Nippon steel. Rack Attack has moved over once again to the Lucia. Yes,
the immortality was there. It did occur. You wouldn't believe it unless I told you. But, ooh, man, as the dust settles, we're seeing Malthul looking clean with it. Now Paris can get near the point. But now Krawi's back on the D-Va trying to matrix some of this damage. Last fight, Titans have to win for this round. Terra Surge makes another appearance. But Paris Eternal had the sound barrier, so they survive it.
However, this is still an ongoing brawl. Krawi so low. Luke Mino no longer here for the heals. The blade's been brought out, and King is the superior Genji.
It's clean with it.
He's lost it. Who did he?
You can't call yourself king unless you're pretty decent at the game. It'd be embarrassing if not. But Krawi trying to touch the point, and the Titans will be taking the first round and hoping to deny the L that Paris almost handed them.
Luke Mino has to use the Immortality Field in a single duel there against King, and he's still moving forward. The dash resets 100% to Vancouver Titans after many Terror Surges and many tears shed.
Win the AM Matrix 2 from Luke Mino. Paris just tried to speed to the point, but Titans read it quite well. Immortalities managed to save a few people, but Paris are not looking healthy. This overclock is popping off for Aspire, man. He's putting in the work.
Beleaguer the Paris Eternal.
Oh, as soon as Web came out of Ice Block, Titans were ready. The sound barrier, though, from Rack Attack is a good call because Titans were ready to push them. But then the Transcendence kind of equalized those resources, and Malthul's just finishing off all the kills. Just Skyrippa just could not keep up with all that healing, so 70
Terror Surge in the back pocket, but I'm all about Malthul here. He was the clutch factor on Dorado. Can he once again dig Paris out of this hole with a blade?
Well, Titans jump into them as Paris fight tooth and nail for this fight. That's a big charged up Terror Surge from Krawi, but that is all she wrote. Paris Eternal with 2 full holds, and the whole series denied away from them. The Vancouver Titans will end their season with a win.
It was hard fought, and you can see Scariffa wiping the sweat off of his brow, but in the end, Lemon, a dub is a dub.